Hey guys, this is John from Chaotic Commander, back again with another product opening video. Unfortunately, I had started opening product and then I realized the wrong playlist was playing, and so all of that had like real music on it. But we've only got a few packs in here, so I just talked about how beautiful these lands are, although they kind of look like proxies. Not a problem with that personally, but you know, it is what it is. We got an Emissary Escort as the rare foil from our bundle. So we're going to be opening a bundle and a booster box today. And then some of the other cards we got: Beyond the Quiet, Moonlit Meditation, and Magus of the Moon, a showcase. So that's pretty cool so far. I think we've got like 3 packs in. I just started opening this pack before I realized the wrong song was playing. Just damn me for not having headphones in. We're going to fly through this. Just had to quickly get everyone caught up, so we will be separating out the uncommons because sometimes the uncommons are really cool. Loading zone. Ooh, nice, beautiful full forest there. Another lander, a lot of lander tokens. Oh, so it's like the doubling season for counters. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with it. I like it. Got warp, so he can use it quickly. And then kind of let it go to exile. So Banishing Lights. Okay. I don't know if... Ooh, Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. Very neat, very neat. Mouth of the Storm. Ooh, we got Legendary Creature. Another spaceship. Ooh, this is the one they were showing off a lot. Siri Emma. Yeah, okay. Gives other stuff, other legendaries indestructible at, 7, is it station counters, charge counters, whatever. Yeah, charge counters. But like I said before, I actually got into this. I'm not too familiar with the set. I actually have not looked into it too much at all. So this is mostly new to me. Gigastorm Titan, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's really nice, actually. Debris Field Crusher. Corral of the Void. Virus Beetle. That's an interesting reprint. Another lander. Chant Creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature from the defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, tapped and attacking. Okay, interesting, nice. It's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool card. I could see that in the Anexia deck or something. I don't have that deck, but I play against it often. Thanks, Corey. Pinnacle Storage, and then we've got this Swamp Lander. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures mana value 2 or less until it leaves the battlefield. 6. Okay, it's interesting. I don't think it's that great. I think 8 mana to potentially... I mean, it's a lot of mana. That's the big issue to me. The activated ability costing 8 is crazy. Okay. So let's just make sure you guys can see what I'm opening here. I am separating out the uncommons. There are legendary uncommons. 0 Point Ballad. Ooh, and we've got a planet. Okay, so this is this is basically a Gaia's Cradle after a bunch of turns. That's, well, not quite. I guess it costs 1 green and then tap. That's crazy, and it enters tapped, which is whatever. But, in a deck where you're going to be playing this, 12 charge counters, that's probably not that hard to get if you're doing like a creature heavy deck. That is sick, though. I'm imagining it's going to be a very valuable card. 0 Point Ballad. Destroy all creatures with toughness X or less. You lose X life. If X is 6 or more, return a creature card put into a graveyard this way to the battlefield under your control. Board wipe. Reanimation all in one. If you have like 7 mana to dump into it, it can be cool. It doesn't give -X on its X, so it doesn't get around indestructible. So we'll see if that's particularly good. I'm sure it's neat. Like a cool tech card. Oh, it's a 3-mana vote out. Hey, it's the that card. Use social engineering. Landfall. Landfall create a token. Okay. Halia, guided by light. Another legendary. Whenever it or another creature artifact enters, it gain life. At the beginning of your step, draw a card if you gain 3 more life. It's got warp. Okay. Card draw, life gain. It's not crazy. It's not crazy, but 3 mana is not a lot, and probably not a commander, more like a supporting piece in a deck, maybe. I mean, mono white, I'm sure it could be command bridge. This kind of blows, kind of. I mean, untapped permanent. I guess actually that's not bad, except for that it enters tapped. Interceptor Mechan, Hymn of the Faller. Starwinder is the rare. Ooh, another full art mountain. It's a Leviathan. Whenever a creature you control deals combat play damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Okay, kind of cool, like a reconnaissance mission or something. Okay, so that is it for the bundle. I have a feeling that this planet is very valuable. That's probably the best pool that we've gotten. We'll see. This thing, this foil is gorgeous. Very dark on the camera though. But we're gonna get right into the booster box here. Alright. Like I said, just flying through the commons. I don't think anything crazy in the commons. But we'll see. Another, okay. Elegy Acolyte. We'll just get these out of the way. Lifelink. Whenever one or more creatures you control deals combat damage, draw a card and lose a life. Okay, kind of like Yawgmoth's Praetor or whatever. Beginning of your end step, if non-land permanent left battlefield this turn or spells warp, create a 2/2. Okay, that's cool. I like that. I like that card a lot, actually. Card draw. I mean, I guess it's not kind of like Gix, because Gix is any player does it to an opponent. This is just you control. But, I mean, you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Another spaceship. Common. Vault Guard Trooper. Okay. Interesting. Another Moonlit Meditation. Nice. I don't know what it does, actually, but I have seen this teased. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Makes tokens. Token copies of things. You gotta love it. Actually, maybe if I bring this in closer, it'll make things a little bit better. Alright. And we are just flying through these commons. Ooh, Tannic Memorial Ensign. Landfall, it deals damage to each opponent. And if it's the second time, you draw a card. That's pretty cool. Some landfall stuff. Ooh, Servondum Sunstar Exemplar. Whenever another creature controlled dies, we put an exile up to +1/+1 encounter on Servondum and gain a life. It dies, destroy it to one target non-permanent if its power is 4 or greater. Okay, cool. With Gabranth, maybe, from the Final Fantasy stuff. It's just a decent aristocrat leader. It's got vigilance and menace. So, yeah, it gets big, and when it dies, it kind of has a negative effect. Any non-land permanent, so. Alright. Morning's Grove Strider. Servondum the Lucent. An uncommon, same character. Ooh, and we've got. Okay, so we've got some foil planes, full art. Death Touch and Lifelink. Okay. Whenever enters, other creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch. Okay, definitely not a commander, more of in the 99. And we got Ragos Deft Gastronaut. Artifacts you control are food, so nice. Sack of food, it deals 3 damage to each opponent. Nice. At the beginning and end if you gain life, untap Ragos. So it Okay, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, sacking artifacts and stuff, maybe. That seemed like another foil land. It's not bad, I guess. Folded it, though. And there we go. Station monitor, Father's Faithful, reroute systems, space-time anomaly. Target player mills cards equal to your life total, and an ancient tomb. Oh gosh! All right, that's awesome. Okay, everybody knows what Ancient Tomb does. It's a game changer. It's crazy good land. It's Soul Ring on a land. But target player mills cards equal to your life total. So, I mean, that could be used to, like, mill people out of the game. That is a lot. For 4 mana, it doesn't seem like a lot of mana to potentially mill a lot of cards. And there are a bunch of stuff, like, I can double the mills. Anyways, it's cool. Alright. Ink Moth Nexus too. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sick. I love it. And Frenzied Baloth. Spell can't be countered. Cannot prevent combat damage. That's pretty cool. Counter spell Divert Disaster. Nice. Okay. Speaking to my inner blue player here. Ink Moth Nexus, huh? Wow, okay. Alright. We've got, I feel like we've just, that was like two really good packs back to back. Yeah, I don't know. That's wild. Meteor Crater, a rare land. Choose a color, permanent, add 1 mana of that color. That's a really good land. It doesn't enter tapped. It's basically, it could be a command tower. That's wild. That is what we're getting crazy good luck with these lands. And a foil rare in our foil slots. So we've got Hylia, Guided by Light. Oh, it's just the same thing. I've pulled that already. Thrumming Hive Pool, affinity for slivers. Oh, slivers you control have double strike and haste. At the beginning of your upkeep, create 2 colorless sliver tokens. I mean, I feel like that's just really good. It's 6 mana, but there's so much artifact cost reduction that it's not that big of a deal. Double strike and haste. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. I did not know that was a card, but alright. Bygone Colossus. Arc Enemy's Charm. Okay. Oh, and then we got this beautiful full art swamp. Exile target creature, planeswalker. Turn 1 or 2 target creatures enter planeswalkers from your graveyard to your hand. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. I think that's, you know, that's probably on par with Archdruid's Charm. It doesn't search out a land or a creature, but like it does do good things, exiling stuff, creature or planeswalker. I wish it like gave you more, because it's a spaceship set, like maybe some spaceship exiling too, and the command bridge. Close Encounter, Seed Ship, Brood Tinder, Desculpting Blast. Oh, okay, cool. Diadrine Synthesis Amalgam. Enters with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the amount of mana spent to cast it. Whenever you attack, you may remove +1/+1 counter from each of 2 creatures you control. If you do, draw a card and create a 2/2 robot. I feel like this is really cool in the command zone. Okay. Because the commander tax does count, so it gets bigger every time you cast it. And +1/+1 counter deck. It does say +1/+1 counter specifically, so you can't like use it with like a spaceship or anything. So that's, you know, fine. Litho Breaking, create a lander token, cool. Spacecraft. What is it? Spaceship. I'm sorry. Uthros Titanic God Core. Add blue for each artifact you control. Isn't that like the Tolarian College or something does? Okay. Yeah, and also same as the green one, it needs 12 counters on it, charge counters. Okay. Uthros Titanic God Core. Yeah, I wonder how common those are gonna be. Because those are crazy. Potentially. In the right deck, they're crazy. All Fate Stalker. Mouth of the Storm. Shambling Vent. Okay, it's just a creature land. With lifelink. Okay. Ice Till Explorer. You may play an additional land. You may play lands from a graveyard. Whenever land you control enters mill a card. We've got Titan. Beginning of your end step, if non-land permanent left the battlefield or spell was warped, you draw a card and lose life. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Definitely fits the vibe of the set. Got decent stats. For 5-drop, I guess. You know, artifact could be reduced a lot. You know, these are pretty cool cards. Pretty cool cards. Alright. No Graveship, Fate Stalker, Memorial Vault. Okay, what's this? Tap, sack another artifact, exile the top X card, where X is 1 plus the mana value. You may play those cards this turn. Okay, that's card advantage in red, kind of. But it does work with... Well, it works pretty well with the crab guy, the lobster guy. Maybe not crab. Crab's not right. Okay, Cryogenic Relic. Flying through these. Codecracker Hound, look at it. It's got 8 legs or something. Okay, it's just nice. Edge Rover, Dubious Delicacy, Food. Oh, I can remove something. Okay. Bygone Colossus, Biotech Specialist. This and this. This creature's enters, create a lander token. It's pretty simple, cut and dry. 2 mana ramp, kind of. Landers, if you don't know, are basically like, what is it? Nature's Lore or Farseek, but it just taps something. It's, you know, those 2 mana ramp. But for any basic, so they work pretty good. So Thera the Super Void. This one had a lot of talk about it. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent chooses a creature they control and exiles it. At the beginning of your end step, if a player controls no creature, sacrifice for Thera, then put a creature card exiled with it onto the battlefield under your control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters on it. It's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty good. It does get rid of itself. After like a board wipe or something, but it does give you some advantage if there's anything exiled with it. It's pretty cool, nice to see. Graveyard hate, you know, happens. Thrumming Hive Pool, another one of those is cool. Plains, full art, Lander. All right, so these have been some pretty cool cards. I'm not upset. I'm excited for the Hive Pool. Think I might just throw it in kind of some deck, maybe not like build a sliver deck, because I don't really, you know, have, besides the precon, I don't really have a lot of slivers. But hey, you know, it's cool. Larval Scoutlander. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Kind of like a Harrow or something. Oh, or you just sack a lander token. Full Art Forest. A lot of these cards do make landers, so that's nice. Actually, I think I'm gonna pull the rest of these out. Sorry about that. I'll just, because I'm like reaching across a card pile and I don't want to make a mess if I don't have to. So, you know, well, I've already got one pulled out. Me on the quiet, basically like an Ultima. Okay. All right. Flying through the comments here. Another Halia. Another level Scanlander. Ooh, Entropic Battle Cruiser. Station, whenever, so at 1+ charge counter, whenever opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life, and it's got Flying Death Touch. At 8+, whenever the spacecraft attacks each opponent, discards a card. Each opponent who can't loses 3 life. So it's like they lose 3 life no matter what. Okay, cool. I mean, I like it. I don't really like forcing people to discard all the time, but you know, at 8+ charge counters, it makes sense. Unravel, counter target spell. Draw a card. Okay, cool. Caveron Memorial World. Okay, so this is the red one. Let's see what it does. Sack a land, create a 2/2 colorless robot, then creatures you can hit +1 and gain haste until end of turn. I don't know. It costs more mana, 2 versus the 1 pip on the others. You have to sack a land, so you're negging a land. Create a 2/2. I mean, if you've got a big board, it could be cool. It could be crazy. Maybe I'm just, you know, not seeing. Maybe this is a commander thing where I don't think it's that good for commander because that's the main format I play. But like in standard, this could be like a censure or something to finish out the game. I've got a big board, another command bridge. It's fine. Full bore. Try to resolve. Synthesizer lab ship. Okay. At the beginning of your combat of your turn, up to 1 other target creature or artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power type. That's 2/2 against flying, and it just animates an artifact, and then it gets flying and vigilance. For 1 drop, I feel like that's probably not bad. Not bad. And it's probably not threatening enough to cause it to get removed, which is cool. Another Tamuk. Devastating Onslaught. Okay. Let's see. Create X tokens that are copies of target artifact creature control. They gain haste. Sacrifice them. So kind of like the Doppelganger with double X. This is pretty good, especially triggering ETB effects. Or just swinging kind of wide. I mean, double X does kind of reduce how easy it is to create a lot, but you know, is what it is. Another Servandum, a Code Cracker, and Secluded Starforge. Land, tap 2 and tap X untapped artifacts. Creature gets +X/+0 as sorcery speed. Okay, and then 5 and tap, create a 2/2 colorless robot creature token. Yeah. I mean, there does seem to be a lot of artifact stuff in this set, so sorcery speed kinda sucks. But you know, it's probably balancing reasons why they do that. Another Corral of the Void. Cool. Coral of the Void? I don't know. Not quite sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. But anyways, flying through this here. It's commons. Sculpting Blast. Freaking Stomping Ground. Hell yeah. And a Sothera. Okay, that's a killer pack. Some food, foil. A lander token. Okay, Stomping Ground. We got one of the Shocklands. Very nice. Not upset with that at all. With that, between that, the Ink Moth Nexus, and the Ancient Tomb, we're sitting pretty good with our land pools and like the planets. We gotten, I feel like, most of the planets so far. What? There's probably black and white that I didn't pull. Weapons manufacturing. Oh, this sounds familiar. What does this do? Whenever non-token artifact control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. That's pretty cool. That's gonna go crazy with that lobster guy. That's wild. That's so wild. Okay, that's exciting. That's exciting to think about, that there's lots of stuff like that here in this deck. Ooh, we got the white planet and another Starwinder. Okay, we'll put that there. How does this one work? 4 in tap. Create a token that's a copy of target artifact or enchantment you control, except it's legendary. So it only works on artifact or enchantment. 4 mana. And it makes it legendary, so you can't continually make copies. Okay, I could see some things, because there's that blue one that makes copies you would produce into something else. So that would replace that. That sounds expensive, but 4 mana. There are 4 mana spells that do the exact same thing. It's not like crazy expensive. You know, it's just my head. All right, another one of these. Zoo Effect Osteoharmonist. Return target. Oh yeah, it's just the reanimator guy. Reanimates them as a dummy. No abilities, but in a skeleton. But there are ways where you just creatures with like big stats, low cost, but have downside. It's just a way to like use those. And black has a lot of ways to get those into the graveyard for you to reanimate. So yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting card to see what people do with it. Mystifying Maze. Ooh, and another green guy. Alright, so we got another one of the green planets. Evindo Waking Haven. So we know what that does. Kind of like a guy's cradle. And this, 4 and tap. Exile target attacking creature an opponent controls at the beginning of the next end step. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. So, what? It's... Well, I heard someone said it's like the fixed Maze of Ith or something. But yeah. You know. It could save you. It could save you. But 5 mana is a lot. Or 4 mana and itself. So, and it's a colorless land. Nice. But it's repeatable, I guess. You know, there's just a lot of Creature Leviathan. Oh, an interest created lander. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh. Starfield Vocalist. Permanent entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability. You take a trigger, that triggers an additional time. So it's like a mom, but it only benefits you, doesn't hurt your opponents. Or what's the blue enchantment that does the same thing? Yeah, there's lots of cards like that. That's cool. That's cool. Probably very good in landfall. Easy way to abuse that. Honor. Hey, 1 mana, +1/+1 counter, draw a card. Another Helia. And we've got Sunset Saboteur. And a foil plains. Or island, I'm sorry, not plains. Ward, discard a card. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and opponent controls. That's right. This is like not like a political piece. Yeah. It makes other stuff bigger. I guess it's a big blocker that could die. Or that could kill something, trade something favorably. Cool. I don't think it needed to be a rare, but I mean, what do I know? I could be very wrong here. Loading Zone, another one of the doublers of the tokens and charge counters. All right, and that's it. We got some pretty sick pulls. I'm really excited about the Ancient Tomb. It's a foil Ancient Tomb, which is crazy. So yeah, that's nuts. That is nuts. That's gotta be the best pull, for sure. But that's gonna be it, guys. This has been a crazy opening. Pretty excited to see what I can build with this deck, and I hope you guys are excited to see it as well. But that's it for me. I will see you guys next time, and bye-bye.